Instagram. And today's video and today's voiceover tip is how to find a good voiceover coach. And honorable mention, why it's important. Let's hop right into it. Finding a quality voiceover coach is something that is one of those things where the sooner you understand how important it is, the better. The sooner that you understand that this business is a lot more than just some go get a $20 mic, post some random profile, and then hundreds of thousands of dollars of business comes in. The sooner you get these things in mind and get a high quality coach, the better. Now, how do you find said high quality coach? Especially with so many things going around, there's so many people out here that are phenomenal sales people, but aren't actually a coach, a working voiceover actor that is really qualified to be a coach for your business. Now, there's a lot of, now don't get me wrong, being able to sell yourself is very important, and sales skills is important in any business, especially this one. Marketing is very important in this business. Now, but as far as a voiceover coach, you want a coach that preferably is a six-figure working voice actor now. Now, how would you know this? Well, you not only look at their profile, but you actually just watch these people, right? Most of the time you can just go through and get referrals. Talk to other voice actors who've been out here for a while, who are successful, who you can literally see their work. Like you can hear their promos in stadiums. You can hear their voices on movie trailers, and you can hear them on TV shows and commercials and national commercials and all of this. You can see and hear their stuff, right? And you want to look at these things. Preferably you want a working voice actor right now. Why is that important? That's important because you want someone who is doing who can teach you business practices that are working right now, and not teaching you things that would have worked in the year 2000, but is outdated in 2022. You understand what I'm saying? And when it comes to a voiceover coach, they can really, a good one anyway, and can really take the time to look at your situation, your business, your skills from an independent perspective. Not from an independent perspective, from a different perspective than yours. Because like I said, we don't know, especially those of us that are new. If you're brand spanking new in this business and you've only been in this business for a year, maybe two, You're brand new still, and there's just a lot of things that you just don't know. And learning the basics, it's sad to say that most of us, when we get into this business, we know so little that almost any coach or any voice actor who's been in the game, for longer than 4 years can teach, because there's just some basics that you just don't know and that you learn the hard way. But you really have to just take it, I guess at the end of it all, not be stubborn like most people are. Most people get into this business and they don't want to coach at all. They don't want to, they want to bang their head up against the wall, against the I'm going to do it on my own wall, until they realize that that brick wall isn't going to budge, and they either quit or get an epiphany and then do it right. But after that, there's literally thousands and thousands of dollars, and God knows how much time has been lost. So when I'm talking about, finding a good coach, and yeah, when I'm talking about almost anybody can teach a new person the basics, this is true, but you still want to actually take the time to find someone that gels with your personality and that is actually helping provide you with the information that you need. And here's the other side note as well with that. When you're booking sessions with these guys, and you book your first session, if it doesn't go the way that you feel like it should go, don't feel like you got to go back to that same person. Find somebody else. All voiceover coaches aren't created equal. Now, let's also talk for a second about these paid groups. Paid groups, and I have mixed feelings about paid groups. I understand the value in a paid group and the community that you can get, from being a part of the right paid group. Now, but the thing that I definitely want to caution new people with is be careful when you're joining and being a part of these paid groups when you're first starting out. There's a lot of the basic information. I mean, because most of these paid groups are charging you in excess of $100 a month. I can't even think of one that's below $100 a month right now. And some are a lot more than that just to be a part of the group. And that's essentially another bill. And if you're brand new and your voiceover and the work that you're getting is non-existent, or if the work that you're getting is sporadic, but you got this consistent bill coming out, that could be a problem. There's enough expenses that you're going to have just on your own, you know, trying to, getting out here really doing this whole voiceover thing. So be mindful, just be mindful when you're joining these groups, and make sure that you are actually getting real value from the group, and make sure that you are actually executing what the things that the group is that you're seeing and learning in the group, so that you can be able to recoup that investment that you're putting out. The voiceover business, I'm going to be saying this a lot, and you'll hear me say it a lot. It's not a get rich quick industry, and no, you're not going to hit the voiceover lottery. And so since you're not going to hit the voiceover lottery, you have to be mindful of all of these little expenses that can be recurring that will just sit here and just eat at your that'll eat at your cash flow and will eat at any monies that you do have to invest in your business. I'm not saying that these groups are bad. Paid groups are good when you're in the right ones. As a new voice actor, I'm just caught just providing that word of caution. And if you're, you already know what your financial situation is. It's just because you join a group for a month, be mindful. You know, it's real easy to accumulate a lot of bills and expenses in this voiceover business before we start to generate any type of real money. And the thing that I want to put out to voice actors, especially the new ones that's coming in here, hey, hold what you got, literally and figuratively. Hold what you have. Be as efficient as possible. In the beginning, when you're first starting out, it is usually the most efficient use of capital for the new people to do a few individual one-on-one sessions before joining one of these paid groups, because you can get the initial things out of the way that you need to learn, so that when you get into these groups, you can really be able to focus on really developing your craft, really developing your marketing and selling yourself, and really uh, developing your money voice, and really getting into the actual learning more tips about your DAW, and doing things to get and really understanding how to process your audio. That's a whole thing in itself. I mean, a lot of us think it's real. A lot of us from the outside looking in, you know, take that for granted as well, and think it's a lot easier than it actually is. So, there's some basic things that you want to already kind of have under your belt as a new voice actor before you really get into start paying these monthly fees to these groups. Like I said, not saying nothing's wrong with them. I'm just stating that, as a new voice actor, you can go the first year and make peanuts. Literally, literally, you can go your first year and not even make $1,000. It is possible. Like I said, I'm telling you the real. That's what really happens. Everybody don't get out here that first year and make 40,000 or 100,000, and all this and that. A lot of people don't get out here and hit that voiceover lottery. Like I'm telling y'all, it's not going to happen. Most of you that end up listening to this video, you're not going to hit the voiceover lottery. Take your time. Be mindful of your expenses. This is a marathon, not a sprint. But when you find a good quality coach, do a few individual sessions, do what they tell you, get your business revenue going, and then after that, perhaps investigate getting into one of the many voiceover groups, one of the many paid groups that's floating around out here. Because being a part of a community of other people, of like-minded people that are helping you grow and are trying to grow as well, is very beneficial. That's all for this one. I am the Southern Urban Voice. Be sure to check me out at www.southernurbanvoice.com. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Southern Urban Voice. Excuse me. And be sure to check me out Monday through Friday on Christian Voice Radio on my music show, The Midday Mix, with yours truly, the Southern Urban Voice. And also, one final thing. Ads are available for the show. Sponsorship spots are only $50 for an ad on the Midday Mix internet radio show, available on iOS, Android, and Roku. The station is growing. The listeners are growing and coming as well. And if you're looking for a praise break in the middle of your day from 12 to 1 Central Standard Time or 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, the Midday Mix on Christian Voice Radio. I am the Southern Urban Voice, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.